guys, welcome back to another video. How are you guys all doing? I am doing okay, if you were to ask me. I took some time because I lost my grandma, and I feel like it doesn't seem right just to come on and be like, hey, here's a new video. But a lot of things have been going on with losing the death and losing my grandma, so that's where I've been at. Another thing I want to tell you guys is that to really do value your loved ones around you, hold them tight, and just spend as much time with them as possible. Of course, it's always something that we need to just remember. So I do want to do a new video of my new and maybe like more recent drugstore everyday makeup routine. So that's what we're going to do today. This is the perfect distraction and time to have fun with some makeup. So this is going to be, like I said, my new drugstore everyday makeup routine video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I think everything, yeah, I do. Everything here is drugstore. So we are going to jump right on into the video. I'm going to really quickly tell you what I have on my face. So I already applied SPF. We all need SPF to protect our skin from the sun. So I love this SPF by Milani. This is the SPF BFF SPF 30, and it's really affordable. There's no nasty scent, not a greasy, there's no greasy feeling to it. It's really nice SPF. It's very basic, it does the job, and like I said, it doesn't get all icky and nasty on the skin. Another thing I applied already is my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I applied it in some areas where I know that I really my makeup tends to fade, which is like the areas where I would apply a mask if I'm wearing, excuse me, where I know I'm gonna have to wear a mask. I will like this because it doesn't make my my base really move. It tends to just really hold it tight, and this does a great job. It is a pretty good dupe to the Hydro Grip by Milk Makeup. It's actually a complete dupe in my opinion because it does what it's supposed to do, elongate the wear of your foundation. I'm going to go in first with my Pixi by Petra, but it's the Pixi Beauty line. They sell this at Target. This is in the shade Brightening Peach. This is what it says on the back. And I like to use this color corrector method right before going in with any concealer. So I just go ahead and apply a nice little thin layer, blend it out. It is pretty thick, so a little goes a long way. So that's what I do. Another method that I like to do a lot is if I have any like acne marks or hyperpigmentation on the skin, I like to cover it up and have a more like flawless base. If I'm using a skin tint, I like to do this method. If I'm going for more like full to coverage foundation, I don't really need to use this, but I just want to show you this method because I feel like it's very helpful. So I already did this side of this face, but right here where I have these acne marks right here on this side of the face, I will cover it up very, very lightly, blend it with the finger, and that's about it. You can see how it's a little peachy here. I already kind of covered it up with even concealer. I do like to kind of correct so I don't have to apply so much like foundation. Like the less foundation or base makeup that I have to apply, the better for me, especially when we're doing everyday makeup. I feel like less is more. So for our base, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish. This has SPF 30 too. So you don't really have to have this on. I'm just giving you an SPF recommendation, and I do have this on since earlier, but you could technically skip it if you were to apply this exact product. And I like that I have a pump. What I was going to tell you is that I also like the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. This is such an old school but goodie foundation from the drugstore. You really don't need to spend a lot when it comes to your base products if you don't want to, because you definitely can find some good products at the drugstore when it comes to base. So I'm just blending this out now with my IT Cosmetics Love of the Foundation brush. I typically go in with a beauty sponge, but because I want a nice medium coverage, today I'm going to go in with a brush. So how have you guys all been doing? life's rough, guys. Life is rough. A lot of curveballs, a lot of things get thrown at you when you're not expecting them. And of course, you see things, try to foresee things happening, but at the end of the day, they don't come when you expect them. That's just life. But yeah, it's been pretty rough. But I hope that you guys are all doing good and are healthy, safe, happy, spending as much time as you can with your family, living every day like it is your last. You know the saying? It's just honestly the truth. My skin has been doing really good, pretty good with not having any acne. I think it was my face wash, which is really weird to think that that's what was breaking me out, but I'm gonna say it is. I don't know. We will see. But right now I'm kind of blaming my previous face wash. So I'll keep you guys updated on what my skincare routine is. Maybe I will give you an updated version. If you are interested in that, then let me know. Comment down below what are maybe your skincare favorites so I can kind of check them out. That is it for the face. I'm gonna go in with concealer. I always use the hydrating camo concealer by ELF. This is just my go-to favorite. I have like 2 to 3 shades, but today I'm gonna go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect because honestly a runner-up for my ELF one from the drugstore. So I'm gonna use this one. This is the shade 120 Light Vanilla, in case you're wondering. And in the foundation, I used Light 240W. Now, I didn't think this through, but usually I like to use my beauty sponge for my under eyes, but I didn't bring my sponge. For my lips, I'm using the She Glam. This is the Take a Hint lip tint in the shade Memories. I really like these because they give some color to the skin. They give some color to the lips without making it feel so like intense and dramatic. It's kind of like giving a flush of color to your lips, but still not feeling heavy or anything like that. It actually just wears really beautifully. So that is it for my base. I also want to mention that I use my NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown, and I love this brow pencil that I'll never go to a high-end one anymore. I have high-end ones like my ABH brow definer, my cosmetics, I don't remember the name, but I also have that one too, and this is just really good. Very nice if you have maybe just like sparse areas where you need to really just fill in quickly. So bronzer, I wanted to bring in an old school bronzer. Who remembers this? This is the shade Bronzer from Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Guys, I always hit pan on this one. This is like my second to third bronzer by Milani. This is the Sun Kissed Silky Matte Bronzer. I've mentioned to you this one, but I want to use this, excuse me. The smell as soon as you open the packaging, it smells really good. Really good. And very natural. You can build it up. I'm gonna hit the jawline. And of course, I gotta do my temples and forehead. Just a perimeter. I really like this bronzer. There's no skipping. When you apply your bronzer, you want to make sure that you don't drag your brush because you're only gonna create like skid marks on your base. So you want to kind of just press it going along the cheekbone. Streakiness, that streakiness can be caused by you rubbing instead of working in the product by pressing. Okay, for blush, I'm going to be using the Putty Blush. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos. This is a cream blush. But before I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Glowtion True Match. This is in the shade 902. This is such a beautiful, I've talked about this one before. This is a beautiful glowy product. You can use this before going in with your base, your foundation, and it makes your skin look very nice and luminous, dewy, glowy. But I also like to use this product on the top of the cheekbones to use almost like a highlight. Very natural, but yet gives me a little bit of sheen and glow to the cheekbones. instead of using a highlighter. See how pretty that looks? I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Putty Primer Blush Applicator. Just gonna apply a little bit. I'm gonna bring it a little bit forward right here, just to kind of give it more of a lifted cheek effect. Okay guys, so I just really quickly dusted on some translucent powder on my eyelids and my inner corner under eye area, because I am one of those people that if I don't set my eyes, they will crease. Even with eyeshadow, it will make my eyeshadow look really crusty and it doesn't look good. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette in the shade name range Forever Flawless. This is really good because it's nice and hard packaging, so it's really like almost bulletproof when it comes to being a rough, like if it's getting banged up around your other makeup products, like in a bin, or how I have it like in a storage little cubby. So this is what the palette looks like. This was featured in one of my videos for like my top drugstore eyeshadow palette video. I will link that video below, but this definitely was in that video. So for every day, I'm not gonna lie to you, I usually just put in bronzer in the, which this is like literally my bronzer shade right here. But I just grab my bronzer and I go ahead and go along the crease, above the crease, sorry. And this is what I do for the everyday. And I normally just call it a day after really really diffusing this in the eye. But I will do a little something more. But this is what I like to do for the everyday when I do want something on the eye, but I'm not trying to spend 30-40 minutes on the eyes. And then when I finish sweeping up this eyeshadow, I'm bringing it up towards like the tail of my eyebrows, like so. So you see how I basically circular motion, really blend it even into the crease right here. Bring it a little bit above, almost to like the brow bone area, but stopping right below it. And then right here, sweeping to this right here, this tail of my eyebrow. For today, I'm gonna do something kind of cool. I'm just gonna grab a little eyeliner pencil. This is the Morphe M432. I like this because it's very nice and flat. Hope you can see that. It's very nice and flat and long. So you can really go along, press it along your lash line of your upper lash and create a little bit of some depth to that lash line. Very simple, but yet creates such a nice little statement to the eyes. It kind of makes it look like you tried a little harder. So then I stop it right here at halfway point of the eye right here, but taper it and bringing it down right onto the lash line, so it doesn't look like it's just up there. Alrighty, I'm gonna do the same thing to the eye really quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I am back. I'm just showing you that here I would just kind of like, without adding any more eyeshadow, I just kind of like flicker it out just so that it could look a little bit more diffused and not so sharp at the tail of that wing we created with the eyeshadow, like so. And then if you want to really add like a shimmer shade, honestly, you can do so. I'm going to leave it matte. The only thing I'm going to do is maybe grab a little bullet pencil brush and apply maybe a shimmer. Okay, that wasn't really giving me anything, so I'm going to use Cheers Darling by Kylie. But technically, just because I didn't pull out any other drugstore eyeshadow palettes, but I would just use any highlighter shade in a drugstore palette. But here I'm going to just brighten it up a little bit. That one was a little bit too dark. Alrighty, so for mascara, I'm going to be using the Essence... I just rubbed that on my nose. I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess. This is the Sculpted Volume Mascara. This is the purple one. I know that they have different like colors when it comes to mascara. Another one I highly recommend that are my favorites, personal favorites from the drugstore, is the Maybelline Falsies Mascara. That one's perfect, wonderful. The other one I like is the Voluminous Lash Paradise L'Oreal Mascara. Super good too. But this is the most affordable mascara that you can get at the drugstore, at Ulta, but really inexpensive. It's like $5. So I'm gonna apply this on my lashes. Okay guys, so this is what we're working with right here. I feel like the eyeshadow looks really pretty. Something about like a purple plummy eyeliner shadow situation really makes the brown eyes pop, in my opinion. But yeah, that is it for the eyes. Super simple and really quick, honestly, to do. For lips, I'm going to be using the Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love. This is like one of my favorites along with Sweet Tea. But I'm gonna just line the lips. Okay, so after applying my lip liner, I'm going to be applying the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade, I believe, Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee. It's one of my favorites, so I was like, it's gotta be Creme Brulee. But that sound, a little ASMR. Not really. Something super basic but hydrating. If you don't like a matte lip, this is a really good hydrating combo. These are nice because they don't feel so sticky that when you talk, they're uncomfortable. Really nice, affordable glosses with a little bit of color. Really nice. Talking about ASMR, look at this sound. It's like a new concealer, so that's why it makes that sound. I hate it. That is it for my makeup video. This is my drugstore everyday makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and keeping me company today. I really enjoy you being here with me and sticking around, watching me create makeup looks for you. Please let me know in the comments down below what makeup looks or tutorials you'd like me to create. Maybe it could be makeup reviews, it could be something you would like for me to talk about, try on for you. Please let me know in the comments down below. As always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you end this video. Like this video if you want to see more of these drugstore makeup everyday looks. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.